Hey, I'm Carlos, game designer and founder of Los Games. Welcome back to the Diary of a Designer. Today I want to go deeper into one of the key resources of Throne of Etherwyn. It's called influence. And it is the resource you use to bring cards into the game. The game runs over 12 rounds. Each round, you play cards from your hand. These cards are heroes, soldiers, places, and items from the world of Etherwyn. There are 6 factions. One has its own cards and its own style of play. To play any card, you need to spend influence. Think of it as convincing that character to join your side. The more powerful the card, the more influence it costs. Card costs go from 1 all the way up to 9. At the start of the game, you have 2 influence and 5 cards in hand. That is not a lot, and that is by design. But there is a rule that gives you more room to work with. You can discard cards from your hand to pay the influence cost of the card you want to play. Each card you discard counts as 1 influence. So, in your very first round, if you discard all 5 cards in your hand, you have 2 influence plus 4 from the discard. That's a 6 total. That means you can already play a card that costs up to 6 on turn 1. Or instead, you can play 2 or 3 cheaper cards. Choice, 1 big card or several smaller ones is already interesting from the very first turn. There is something important about how influence connects to the rest of the game. Every card you play gives you popularity with its faction. The more a card costs, the more popularity it tends to give you. And popularity is one of the main ways to earn victory points at the end of the game. So when you decide which card to play, you are not just thinking about power. You are also thinking about which factions you want to be popular with and why. Every card you play is part of a bigger plan. In the early rounds, influence is tight. You have to make decisions with limited resources. But as the game goes on, things change. If you have built a good base of cards that help you earn influence, you start to have more and more each round. Is when the expensive cards become real options. The powerful cards that cost 7, 8 or 9 influence. The ones that can shift the game in your favor. Getting to that point is one of the main goals in Throne of Etherwyn. Influence is not the only thing you have to think about. There are moments in the game where the biggest limit is not influence at all. Sometimes it is prestige. You need prestige to level up your cards and unlock their stronger effects. Other times, the limit is the cards in your hand. You want new cards, better options, cards that work well with your plan. The game is always asking you the same question. What do I need most right now? And the answer changes every round. The goal of the game is always victory points. And there are cards in Throne of Etherwyn that rewards you for going all in on influence. The first way, you earn points based on how much influence you have at the end of the game. So if you have built a strong engine, that influence becomes points at the final counts. The second way, you earn points based on the total cost of all the cards you have in play. If you have been playing expensive cards all game, those costs add up into a big score. Another kind of cards give you extra points just for playing cards with a high cost. Each time you play something expensive, those cards reward you on the spot. These are 3 different paths. You do not need all 3. But knowing they exist helps you build a plan that makes sense from the start. Throne of Etherwyn has 120 cards in the base game. The real challenge is finding the right mix for your plan. Influence is one piece of that. But you also need prestige, card draw, and the right timing. The best players are the ones who find the right balance between all of these things. Not just one strong resource, a complete plan. In the next episodes we will look at the other resources: prestige, card draw, and how they all connect. Subscribe and hit the bell for new episodes every week. See you in the next one!